Hello, and welcome to another episode of Metal Detecting with Lugnut. In this episode, we're going to review the finds of 2021. We don't have as many finds as 2020 because I didn't get to go hunting as much as I did in 2020. Plus, I didn't have the wheat field to go to and dig and dig and dig and dig. Although I did go to the wheat field once, and we do have something from the wheat field, but I picked it pretty clean in 2020, me and JJ. But we're going to look at my weirdest finds, my most obscure coin I'll ever find, and by far the oldest thing I will ever find. And then we'll look at some silver and some relics and look forward to digging in 2022. So first, let's look at the weirdest thing I've ever dug. So my weirdest find I came across while chasing down what ended up being a coin spill of memorials. But when you dig a trapdoor spider out of the ground, you know you found something really weird. Big, black, scary, and alive. I saw this big girl and admired her and took some pictures of her and put her back in the ground as best I could in hopes that I didn't disturb her too much. But that was by far the weirdest thing I ever pulled out of the ground while metal detecting. The most obscure coin I ever will dig was the 10-cent piece from Sarawak, the Raj of Sarawak, that I dug in the little town west of here. A coin from what is now Indonesia. And how in the heck did that thing get here? I've dug foreign coins before, but Indonesia? That's bizarre. But it was a very cool coin, had an incredibly interesting history. But I did have to give that one to the owner. They wanted to keep that one, and I understand. That's a nice conversation piece, especially since the house had belonged to the wife's family for generations. So somebody in her family probably brought that thing here from who knows where. Well, I have a nickel signal, 51, 52, all the way up to 56. There's a slot right here, and look what fell out of it. I haven't touched it yet. I have no idea what this is. Well, it's kind of heavy. Might be maybe a presidential token or something. Let me clean it off. Something interesting. I'll be right back. The oldest thing I will ever find while metal detecting, I found in a little town northwest of where I live, in a yard that had been dug before by somebody else, and I was led to this item by a piece of trash, and I had moved the item in question out of the way with my pinpointer and took a look at it after I pulled the trash out, and it turned out to be an arrowhead that was 4 to 7,000 years old. And then 3 months later, I found another arrowhead. But this one was only 400 to 700 years old. It was very different, made of completely different material. The 7,000-year-old one was made of chert, and the younger one, the 400 to 700 year old one, was made of rhyolite. Both fascinating things. one found from trash, the oldest one found from a piece of silver. A nice St. Christopher medal was in the hole with the rhyolite arrowhead. But wow, 400 to 700 years old and 4 to 7,000 years old. That's some old stuff. So now I look at the little rocks that are in the holes that I'm digging when I'm looking for whatever it is that the detector has told me to dig for. I was digging a signal that was, Indian head penny on the AT Pro, upper 60s, low 70s. It's this yucky tube of who knows what. But you will never believe what was in the hole with it. Check this out. It's an arrowhead. Unbelievable. I have never found an arrowhead before. That is amazing. I mean, look at it. It's perfect. I mean, the tip's a little chipped, but I mean, shape-wise, it's obviously been worked. This is an arrowhead, a Native American artifact, in a hole with a junky piece of tube. I am astounded. Let me wash this off a little bit. I'll be right back. I didn't know that arrowheads read 66, 67, 70 on the AT Pro. Start digging in midtones. Well, it's been about 40 minutes since that wheat. Dug a bunch of crap. Finally got a good tone. Hey, there's something. Oh, look at that. It's a medallion. Looks like it could be silver. The tone was at 82. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's for sure silver. All right. Got us some shiny. Let me clean that up. I'll be right back. There was something else in the hole there with the St. Christopher medal. Look at this. I may have found another arrowhead. I'm going to clean them both off. Oops. I'll be right back. We did find some silver this year, and found some good silver this year. And it was a repeat of some coins that I've found in the past. I mean, when you find two halves of the exact same year, 3 weeks apart and about 9 miles apart, that's pretty cool. And so yeah, we had some good luck with silver. Again, considering that I didn't get to hunt as much as I did the year before. Mostly because of the change in my job situations. So here's the silver. Here are the silver coins. And as I look at them, it's funny. I found all my silver in 3 locations. And I didn't find them all at the same time. So, it was like 2 or 3 hunts at each place. But I managed to pull from both of these houses the same items. A Walker, a Washington, a Merck, and a Roosevelt. And the 2 Walkers are the same date, 1918. And then this at the house close to me, where I found so many things. I found the Washington, and then the surface find of the war nickel in the fig bush area. But that's funny that the two houses, three or so hunts at each house turned up the same types of coins, and then these 2 even actually the same date, which is pretty weird. But Turning up a walker is pretty stunning. I got one, my bucket lister last year, and then this year I get two. That's pretty cool. Look at what is in this hole. I think I kissed this one. Pretty sure I got it across the wing there. Look at that. Let's pull this out. See how much damage I did to it. Yep. I kissed her all right. Kissed her butt good. It's a half. Dang, nabbit. It's my second walker. Holy Moses. What year is this? 18. I kissed her good. Yikes. Well, shoot. That's still a beautiful coin. Man, oh man, oh man. I should have been a little more patient and gentle. I didn't think it was anything, because it was only ringing in the 70s, upper 70s. It hit 90. Man, oh man, isn't that beautiful? She's got some wear on her. A walker. Wow. Let's clean her up a little more. She looks pretty clean already. Hell, she's pretty clean anyway. Got a 90 signal here. Whoa, there it is. Sweet. Oh, what is that? What is that? It's a half of some kind. It's another walker. Oh my gosh. It's another walker. Let me clean this up. Hang on. This is actually, I'm at my second location. You may recognize the house. This is the one at the top of the road where I found rings and the 1948S a couple episodes back. Was up here after a new permission I had. Didn't play out at all. Somebody had just vacuumed the yard. The house was 1906. Got nothing. I'm sorry. I got a Zinkin. Came over here. I pulled 3 destroyed Zinkins and a couple pieces of junk. Picked up some chestnuts and was heading out. And I'm going by this area here where this big fig bush is. And right down there on the ground was a nickel. And I picked it up. And, you know, it kind of wiped clean. And I thought, oh, it's just a fresh drop. It's not a fresh drop. This is a 1943 D. You can see that. War nickel. Silver surface find. And I was giving up for the day. I was heading back to the truck. And Tommy here, sitting on the top, in there with a fig bush. And it's a silver nickel and a D. I've never got it in a D before. I've got lots of P's and one S, and now I have one D. So this is kind of a bucket lister. I've never found a D war nickel before. Let's go back to the truck. We'll do a wrap up. I'll show you the tons of crap I shot. Well, not even tons of crap, but the crap I got at the 2 locations today. And a little silver find here. Just awesome. These are the 3 non-precious coins. We've got General Eisenhower, 1971, which is first year issue. 1897 and 1893 Indian heads. And they were the only things that I found at each of those locations. This also came from the wheat field in an area that I had never really messed with before, because it was so disturbed by the people. Now here's the plug with a clad quarter that I found inside underneath of it. Swung back in the area, got a 90, 91, 92 signal. Flipped up that plug and look it down there. I would bet that is a clad Kennedy half. Oh my God. It's an Ike dollar. Holy mackerel. It's clad, but look, I've never found an Ike before. Wow. Wow. Let me clean up the old general. Hang on. And we did find some relics, a couple really interesting ones. So we'll take a look at those and check them out. Well, here are the good relics. Got this shield of North Carolina, probably a medal. Probably had a ribbon and a pin at the top of it. We got the Victorian woman's hairpin top, and this dog license from the 50s. All these came from the wheat field. These 45 caliber slugs and the reproduction Greek coin came from the house where I found the first of the walkers this year, or the second one, the second one. And then the musket ball I found, and then this is possibly colonial pewter flatware handle, which is probably the oldest modern man-made thing that I found this year. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little year in review. Thanks for joining me. Please come back next time, although I don't know when that'll be. And join us when we once again go looking for what's under the grass. Bye for now, and Happy New Year to everybody.